Hi Virgo, welcome or welcome back to the channel. That's welcome if you're new and welcome back otherwise. Glad you're here. So, of course, if you recall from previous videos, I'm still reading for the Divine Feminine. So first let me get out my quick messages. Um, if you recall, I spoke about people often feeling like not being sure about manifesting during retrograde. And right now, two planets that are in retrograde are Mercury and Pluto, and they will be for a while. Um, so basically, without going into a big, long, drawn out thing, right now there is a planetary or cosmic astrological rebuild, reconstruction, remodel, whatever going on. And how this is affecting all Virgos specifically, but for the divine feminine in particular, in a very, very, very specific way. Um, it's affecting routines, health, relationships, and deep psychological foundations. Okay. The planetary shifts are activating crucial house structures. All right. And so Pluto right now is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is in the sixth house for daily work, health, and routines. So, right now, you are probably reevaluating very, very specific things in your everyday life, um, down to like how you start your day. Um, are you getting enough exercise? Um, how is are you taking vitamins? Are you considering walking in the morning before work? Do you need to join a gym? Have you already joined a gym? Are you looking for a workout buddy? Things like this might be things that you are considering. You are basically right now putting down things that are no longer serving you. So you might be looking at relationships specifically at work, might be things that are bugging you, like relationship dynamics in particular in the workplace. And I can't be, I don't know specifics if it's work superiors, um, lateral workmates, but I just know in particular, like work dynamics are something that you might be looking at. Daily work habits, toxic workplace dynamics in particular. You are looking at putting down work habits, bad work habits in particular, like taking home work, working overtime and not getting paid for it, taking on work for a position that you've been passed over for, but taking on the responsibility of that work. Um, you're ditching bad habits in general that are draining you physically and are not good for your well being. Okay. And this is a good thing. It is past time for this. All right. So hopefully, this is something that's resonating with you, and this makes sense for you, and this is a good thing. This is important, and this is something that needs to be done, and this is probably why I'm being called to read for specifically for divine feminine, because I don't know, is somebody else saying this? Is this the first time you're hearing this? I don't know. This might be something that you've been thinking about, and you aren't, maybe you're like a lot of women and you're like, I don't know, is this selfish thinking? Should I be thinking about this? Maybe this is time I should be worried about thinking about daughter, son, softball, little league, whatever. And actually, this is time you should be taking back for yourself. And this is something you might need to be told, reminded that you should be hearing it, right? Okay. So, journey cards, journey oracle, fruition, the number's 33. That's a pretty card. Lotus is that flower. If lotus means anything to you, that's like a creation flower, a rebirthing flower. Um, just real quick on the at its core, fruition represents the sacred moments when our aspiration, dreams, and sustained actions bear fruit, blossoming into tangible reality before our eyes. The unfolding lotus evokes the natural cycle of growth, perseverance, and inevitable ripening that occurs when we align ourselves with the rhythms of creative gestation. Right? Um, and then, like a little affirmation quote that goes with it, I graciously receive the blossoming fruits of my efforts, savoring the fulfillment of my aspirations manifesting into form. And that's basically what I've been talking about, is using the time right now while things are shifting and rebuilding, being recreated, um, to create what it is, build, bring into fruition. While I mean, what it is you want, what works for you, what's good for you. Putting down things that are not good for you. What's the point? Right? Somewhere here, there's somebody. Now I don't know if it's a cross watcher or if it's somebody who you've put down, who's expecting, wants you to deal with some kind of struggle. And I don't know if it's a struggle love or if it's a struggle in a business um, relationship, if it's a struggle in a workplace, but somebody is wanting someone here to put up with a struggle that, for what? That's unnecessary. Okay. And that's what the fruition is about. You can bring whatever you want into fruition. Just reach for it. Um, because you do, struggle is unnecessary. We don't even have to do it. We've never had to do it. We were forced into doing it by being held back, sometimes by old negative tapes that were never ours to listen to. Now we recognize we don't have to deal with it. Five of Wands, learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. We don't have to struggle. What else? Because we can deal with it and then we can alchemize it. Eight of Pentacles. This is you, Virgo. Find work life balance to protect your creativity. This is literally what the message is: education, detail, perseverance, overly careful, apprenticeship, talent, high standard, skill. This is you. What else, please? Yeah, there's always a way to do something. Ten of Wands. You are realizing you don't have to struggle. You can put the burden down. This is you finding that you don't have to do things this way, whatever that means. The old way, the way that somebody was just doing it because that's the way it had always been done. Speak your mind to solve your problems. Yeah, see, this is wow. See, this is really good. This is nice, Virgo. This is so peaceful. This is you bringing your things, using your tools, right? Somebody wants you to struggle. You recognize you don't have to. You learned that you can take life as it comes and deal with it, alchemize the negative, put the burdens down, speak your mind to solve the problems. It's in the logic, and you know that. What else, please, Spirit? Absolutely. The sun. Success lies ahead if you keep to your path. Yeah, see, there's I don't know who this energy is, who this person is that wants you to struggle. For what? They want to create a struggle? Why? There's no need. The sun is on your path. I don't know why they want you to struggle. For what? What else? Because this person is foolish, and quite unlike you. They are all right. This person is coming out as the Hierophant in the reverse. This is the same person that came out in a previous reading. This person won't go away, and this person wants you to. This person wants you to help them. This person wants you. I don't know what they want you to read. I don't know what they want you to do. What kind of help it is they want from you. But I told you before, this person came out in a previous reading. I believe it was the last video that I did for Divine Feminine. This person is very dark. This person wants to drain your energy is for one thing. They've done it before. That's what they do. And I think you know that. I think you know that they're draining your energy. I don't know if you know to what extent. I think you do know though. Um, but yeah, I talked about before that this person came out in the Hierophant in the reverse, and I think I remember I said that this the way they came out was darker than I prefer to go in a reading, and that I don't recall having had an energy that dark come out before. I had seen readings where the reader had an energy come out that dark, but I had not experienced it. This darkness has come out a second time. What else, please, Spirit? Yeah, I think you know who this person is. This person wants to keep you indecisive. Without them, your peace is restored, but they want to keep you blind to something. But I think you've turned your back on this person. You've battled something with this person. I think you know that you have to use your inner discernment and your intuition when it comes to dealing with this person. You definitely have to listen to your inner voice when you are making decisions and choices of dealing with this person. I don't know um, if you are still in contact with this person, but they want to reach out to you if you haven't heard from them. They want to reach out, but the sun is on your path if you continue on the path you're on. This person's very dark, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know that this person if this person knows that they are disconnected from their higher being, their higher self. They're disconnected from source. Their crown chakra is needs to be cleansed. This person is defensive and frustrated. They're experiencing disaster and delay right now. Oh, because they've hit a tower. The tower they hit was you. You come out as an empress, of course. Like I said, I'm reading for divine feminine. You've come out as empress. The tower they hit was you. Um, I really don't need to say more because you've got them blocked. You're not open to them. You've come out. I mean, so you've alchemized what the suffering that they wanted you to go through. You've educated yourself and persevered with the whatever the crap the energy was that they came to you with, whatever the struggle and the strife was that they brought to you that they wanted you to live with, the arguments, the turmoil, the conflict, the struggle, the competition and rivalry that they brought to you, you alchemized it and you put the burdens down and you turned it into like you made it into what you wanted it to be. You made it. You used logic, and the sun came out. And so when they showed themselves for who they were, it was the Hierophant in the reverse. So pretty much that you were done. They decided they wanted to come back. They want to reach out because they wanted to keep you stalled in a stalled position of indecision with a lack of strength and no peace. But you weren't having it. You turned your back. So as a result, they were frustrated and they've experienced nothing but delays and disaster because they were blocked. And the blockage was you because you had them sandwiched in between your alchemy and who you are as the empress. There's nothing they can do because you're protected. What else, please, Spirit? I'm sorry. This is funny because I know they've tried so very much. That's too many. That's too many cards, Holy Spirit. Oh man, that's going to be a story. That's too many cards. See, yeah, they hit a tower. That's exactly it. I told you. And so everything they do and have done is collapsed. Strength in reverse. So it's pretty much is that it's a wrap for this person and everything that they're doing right now. In every way. Like this person might even be dealing with some issues with their manhood. You know what I mean? Because we know for a fact that they potentially either did have you in a third party situation or when you cease to be together, the whatever they were doing during the in between times or whoever they were doing it with, um, they was doing something right, and so now they might be dealing with some man problems, some man problems, some dealing with some issues with some erectile dysfunction. Let me stop being silly and call it what it is. Some erectile dysfunction issues. Um, yeah, That's all it, call it call it what it is. They are they are dealing with some real issues, some real problems. And who are they dealing with? I'm just being nosy now. Okay, so whoever it is that they are dealing with is doing some stuff. That person might be, um, I, I'll say manipulative, on the fair side, on the more less witchy end of things. They are very manipulative and controlling. And then on the more witchy end of things, they are witchy, and they are maybe doing spell work, magic, sex magic, and maybe that's why the person, your ex person's having erectile dysfunction problems. Um, yeah, the person that they are messing with is messy. So I don't know what that means. It might not mean anything to you. You might not care, but um, I don't know. Anyway, what's the message? The message is this whole thing is blocked. Um, it is, yeah. This whole thing is full of disappointment, disempowerment, and it's fruitless. So even if by some chance, some weird, strange turn of events, like I don't know, night turned day, day turned night, you decided you were going to go back to this person, um, because I'm pretty sure that this is done, it wouldn't work. The whole thing is blocked. Like, I think it's fated to be blocked. It's not going to work. This person is not going to do right. Like, so even if you went back to them, they're going to wind up going back to the weird person that they're with that's got this weird, sick energy that I think they're doing something to them. I might as well leave that over there with them. Move that on over there. Um, yeah, what does Virgo have to look forward to? What was that? Yeah, Virgo, you've got new love coming towards you. Lovers, celebrate the love in your life. You've already got a new love. And I think I knew that. I think I read that in a previous reading. Um, for some of you, good for you. Others of you, you might not, and you might just be loving on yourself. I've read that too, and that's good. There's not a thing wrong with that. And again, I've already said, for those of you who don't have a new love in your life and are just simply loving on yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of you are just working on yourself. You're building whatever it is that you're building, what you're working on, that's what you're focused on, and there's not a thing wrong with that. And to that, I say, congratulations, good for you. There's nothing wrong with that because it's a lot of, from what I understand, there's a lot of weird out here. Um, I'm picking up on a lot of weird on some of these readings. Um, excuse me. Like I said, it happens a lot when I'm onto something in the readings. There's a lot of weird, apparently, I pick up on, I see a lot of it in YouTube land. Um, yeah. So for those of you who are doing this and this is working out for you, good for you. For those of you who are doing this and you are building something new, good for you. For those of you who are just simply steering clear of this, that's wonderful, good for you. Um, yeah. All right. So my divine feminine, my alchemists, my empresses, my queens. Um, if any of this has resonated with you, if you've simply enjoyed what I've created here, I would appreciate a thumbs up, um, or a share, a subscribe. and help me get some rotation and help me find my people, help my people find me. It would be most appreciated. Don't forget, Spirit wants you to get your face out there, get seen. I recognize that Spirit means me too. Like I said, there's something good coming on the horizon. I am working on something. Um, so, again, until next time, take care of yourself, my queens, my empresses, my divine feminines. Be well. And as always, love, peace, and chocolate, Virgo.